I want to talk about God. I want to talk about Adam. I want to talk about Noah. I want to talk about Moses. I want to talk about John, and I want to talk about Jesus. And I might even get around to talking about Paul. And those names are names of men. And the first man, that we can know anything about was Adam. Because Adam was the first man that God created from dust. And after he, surveyed the situation, he decided that man needed, something, but he didn't need to go to the cows or the monkeys to get it. So God put Adam to sleep and presented Adam with a woman. Things progressed after that, and they had offspring. And there's a whole lot of offspring on the earth today. I mean, there are offspring all over the place. I mean, there's some places that are very well populated, and there's other places that there's very little population. But things have gone like God told Noah. He gave him directions to populate. That means reproduce, fill the earth. Well, the earth is pretty full today. But years ago, there was another man. God talked to him, appeared to him, told him to, I got somewhere I need you to go. And his name was Abram. His wife's name was Sarah. They had a baby. Named him Isaac. Isaac had 2 babies. One of them was named Jacob. Jacob had a lot of babies, and I'm not even going to go into the names of all them. But later there was a girl going to marry a man named Joseph. Now Joseph was the name of one of the sons of Jacob, but this is a different Joseph. And he was supposed to marry a girl named Mary, and she found favor with God before Joseph got, to take her for a wife. And God caused the girl to be a little bit pregnant, if there's such a thing as being a little bit pregnant. But anyway, Joseph still married the girl, pregnant as she was, and she gave birth to a son. And that son was the Son of God. And if somebody told you that he was God the Son, then they didn't know they really just didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Because Jesus is not God the Son. Jesus is the Son of God, just like God said. And God raised him from the dead, and he's now got a position in heaven. And if you don't know what his position is, then your position, where you stand right now, might not be where it ought to be. So if you want to find out, some things about the kingdom, and who's going to be the king, and who's going to rule and reign with him, the ones that are going to rule and reign with him are the ones that God says are worthy. There's no man going to tell God who's worthy and who's not. God alone makes that decision. And those who are in the first resurrection won't have to worry about, a second death or anything like that. So if you know anything about the gospel of the kingdom, and you think, that you have obtained all you're going to get, well, you haven't. You might have believed a lie to begin with. Anyway, today is the 15th day of this month, and this video has come to an end.